Hello viewers, you're watching Midday News. Let's start with the headlines first. Nagaland Home Department informs state-level function in celebration of the 59th Statehood Day will be held at the Nagaland Civil Secretariat Plaza, Kohima. In yet another case of mob lynching in Assam, a 23-year-old youth beaten to death in Upper Assam's Jorhat town by about 50 people over a misunderstanding. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio is set to leave for Delhi in the coming days to discuss the Naga political issue with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Delhi's quality of air seemed to have improved marginally on Monday, dropping to the very poor category after 3 consecutive days of severe air as wind speeds picked up over the capital. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan will on Tuesday hold a review meeting with officials of all states and union territories over the Omicron variant of coronavirus. And now the news in detail. Nagaland Home Department on 29th of November informed that the state-level function for celebrations of the 59th Statehood Day will be held at the Nagaland Civil Secretariat Plaza, Kohima on 1st of December from 8:45 am onwards. The function will also be live-streamed on the MyGov Nagaland's YouTube channel. Interested viewers were asked to watch the event online on YouTube and Facebook. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio will leave for Delhi in the next few days to discuss the Naga political issue with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. During a telephonic conversation, Shah asked Rio to come to Delhi to discuss the Naga political issue and matters pertaining to the alliance and development of the state. Meanwhile, Rio is planning to go for 1-2 days in the first week of December. Earlier, Shah had asked him and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, who was also involved in the Naga peace talks with the NSA and IM, to come to Delhi. Nagaland University has reaffirmed that the 2021 UG examinations will be held in offline mode as per schedule. The decision was taken during an emergency meeting that took place between the authorities of Nagaland University and principals of undergraduate college affiliated to the university at Lumami on 29th of November. Issuing a press release, the university asserted that the previous notice that was issued on 21st October in regard to conducting the examination shall remain unchanged. In the release, the university also reiterated that the decision to conduct examination in offline mode has been taken unanimously, keeping in mind the larger interest of the students as well as the society. As Nagaland prepares to celebrate its 59th Statehood Day on 1st of December, the government of Nagaland has called on to all the departments and colony chairmen for mass social work at Wokha district on 30th November at 6 am to 9 am. As informed, all localities and departments were seen carrying out the mass social work on time. In yet another case of mob lynching in Assam, a 23-year-old youth was beaten to death in Upper Assam's Jorhat town on Monday afternoon. A video of a mob of around 50 people attacking ASU leader Animesh Bhuiyan and journalist Mridushmanta Bharua was surfaced on social media. The incident reportedly took place after a man was injured in a road accident. The ASU leader, Animesh Bhuya, was a resident of Golaghat district's Dergaon. The two people injured are Mridushmanta Bharua, a journalist with a private television channel, and Pranay Datta, a local ASU leader. The police arrested 6 persons in connection with the attack. The 3 injured were rushed to a hospital, but the doctors there declared Bhuya dead on arrival. The ASU set a 24-hour deadline before the police, demanding the arrest of all the culprits and threatened to shut down Jorhat in the event of failure. Indian Railway became champion in the women category and runners-up in the men category in the national championship. 3 women cyclists from NF Railway shined in various events in the women category and brought laurels by winning 4 gold medals and 1 silver medal for the Indian Railway. NF Railway women cyclists, namely Sonali Chanu, won 3 gold medals, Matao Bilebi Devi won 1 gold medal, and Manoroma Devi won 1 silver medal in the event. The team participated in the 26th Senior National Road Cycling Championship held at Kurukshetra from November 25th to November 28, 2021. NPCC Vice President Supong Moiren Zamir on November 29th has reminded State Chief Minister Nephew Rio to uphold the central government's September 11 statement to pay 4 lakhs of rupees as ex gratia to families affected by COVID-19 pandemic through State Disaster Response Fund. The VC also pushed the centre to fulfill the latter's commitment to the affected citizens and pointed out that the compensation amount was shared between the centre and the state in the 75:25 ratio. He grieved that many families lost their earning members and lifelong savings and are in huge debts due to out-of-pocket treatment expenses incurred in private hospitals during the pandemic. He also slammed the centre's act of collecting taxes through rising petrol prices and provide tax relaxation to corporates but hesitating in paying compensation, arguing that it would decrease central fund to deal with COVID-19 itself. Union Minister of State Dr. Jitendra Singh on Monday launched unique face recognition technology for pensioners and said that this will bring ease of living for the retired and the elderly citizens. Singh said face recognition technique of giving life certificate is a historic and far-reaching reform since it will touch the lives of not only 68 lakh central government pensioners but also crores of pensioners who fall outside the jurisdiction of this department, such as Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO, state government pensioners. Singh thanked the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as well as the Unique Identification Authority of India for having devised the technology and making such an initiative of the Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare possible. Admiral R. Hari Kumar on Tuesday took charge as the new Chief of Naval Staff and received a Guard of Honor at the South Block lawns in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, CNS Kumar said, "It is a matter of great honor for me to take charge as the Chief of Naval Staff." CNS Kumar succeeded Admiral KB Singh, who superannuated after a 30-month tenure today. Born on April 12, 1962, Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar was commissioned on January 1, 1983 into the executive branch of the Indian Navy. During his long and distinguished service spanning nearly 39 years, he has served in a variety of command, staff and instructional appointments.
It's a matter of great honor for me to take over as the 25th Chief of Naval Staff of the Indian Navy. हमारे महान देश के मजबूत नौसेना के अध्यक्ष के रूप में और मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी चैलेंजेस पर है। इसके लिए हम अपना पूरा को गाइड किया है और मैं भी चाहता हूँ कि इसी दिशा में नौसेना को आगे ले जाऊं और उन्होंने जितना अचीवमेंट्स और अकम्पलिशमेंट्स हासिल किया है बिल्ड करके संयुक्तता यानी की तरफ
As the threat of new virus variant Omicron looms, Kerala on Monday revised its norms for overseas travellers arriving in the state. According to the Health Minister Veena George, all travellers coming from high-risk born countries will have to undergo a 14-day mandatory quarantine and special teams will monitor them. All travellers will have to undergo a test at the airport soon after their arrival, and even if their tests are negative, they will have to go quarantine and there will be another test on the 8th day. If the result is again negative, then they can remain in a 7-day quarantine at their home, and those who test positive will be released only after 3 consecutive tests after having recovered. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information and Technology is not yet satisfied with the answers given by Facebook India in the matters of citizens' rights and has decided to call Facebook representatives again. According to sources, the parliamentary panel discussed allegations made by a whistleblower of Facebook at a meeting held on Monday. Responding to a question posed by a panel member, Facebook officials totally denied the whistleblower's allegations, saying there is no truth in such allegations. According to sources, the committee also asked Facebook officials as to what kind of mechanism they have in place to identify and remove hate speech and unparliamentary words, considering the fact that India has so many languages, and what software it uses. A final decision in this regard will be taken by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan will on Tuesday hold a review meeting with officials of all states and union territories over the Omicron variant of coronavirus. Omicron variant of coronavirus right now is the possible threat that the country might see in the coming days. The scheduled meeting therefore comes just a day after the centre said on Monday that no cases of Omicron variant have been detected in the country at present, but also pointed out that 2 clusters in Maharashtra and Karnataka are under investigation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday, before the beginning of the winter session of the Parliament, while speaking to media, urged all citizens to remain vigilant against the variant. He also added that the centre's priority is the health of the citizens. World Health Organization in fact has pointed out earlier that Omicron is a variant of concern and has warned that the variant poses very high risk, adding it could lead to surges with severe consequences. Lok Nayak Hospital has been designated to treat patients infected with new COVID-19 variant Omicron by the Delhi government. The Delhi government had urged the centre to provide that the flights from the outdoor countries be stopped, and the decision has been taken following the new guidelines by the central government for international travellers in context of new variant. As per the order issued, the Health and Family Welfare Department of Delhi government, no patients of the new variant of SARS-CoV-2 will be denied permission on any ground. Notably, Lok Nayak Hospital will designate 1 or more separate wards for isolating and treating patients. Omicron is a variant of concern that the country is dealing with as the surge of new COVID cases might take place in the country. Delhi's quality of air seen to improve marginally on Monday, dropping to the very poor category after 3 consecutive days of severe air. Because of this, the government of Delhi had prior to it announced lockdown, and now the city is opening up with the betterment of the air quality. Wind speeds have picked up over the capital, and the government, in an effort to combat air pollution, has banned on the entry of trucks into Delhi till December 7th. While the ban of construction and demolition work will continue, meaning that there will be a stop of demolition and construction work in the city. The entry ban will not apply to CNG trucks, e-trucks or those engaged in essential services. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai, who announced the 3rd phase of Red Light On, Gari Off campaign from December 4th to December 18th, said that the air quality is not expected to drop below the very poor category unless the city gets rain in the first week of December. In the crypto world, new coins keep on appearing. A relatively unknown cryptocurrency called Omicron, OMIC, which shares its name with the new COVID-19 variant, has spiked more than 900% over the last 48 hours. This development comes days after Bitcoin tumbled over 9% on Friday, dragging smaller tokens down. OMIC token was selling at just over $50 on Saturday, while after the news of World Health Organization (WHO) surfaced, the token hit an all-time high of $689 on Monday morning. Amid rising concerns due to the new COVID-19 variant, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is set to hold a meeting on Tuesday at 11 a.m. to review the preparedness to deal with Omicron. Meanwhile, Delhi government on Monday said RT-PCR test will be conducted on all passengers arriving from 6 high-risk countries. Notably, the 6 Omicron-affected countries include Belgium, Israel, Hong Kong, Botswana, Zimbabwe and South Africa. The Delhi government has also asked the centre to ban international flights, thereby providing relief to people who are concerned about the new variant that might be a concern for the citizens of Delhi in the coming days. The Congress and 13 other parties may consider boycotting the winter session of Parliament after the bill to repeal 3 farm laws was passed in both houses without debate. The winter parliamentary session has begun from yesterday, and 12 opposition MPs in the Rajya Sabha were already suspended on Monday. Boycotting the rest of the winter session, which began on Monday and will continue till 23rd of December, will be among the options discussed, along with continuing protests and disrupting proceedings at a meeting of the opposition parties held on Tuesday morning. People aware of developments said that the Trinamool Congress will not attend the Congress-led meeting. It called a separate meeting to decide its next course of action. The party's Rajya Sabha leader Derek O'Brien said, while also to the knowledge of our viewers, 2 TMC MPs were among the 12 lawmakers suspended from the Rajya Sabha for the remainder of the session. Well, that is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV.